thank you all for joining me. This time, this video is going to be Gemini's horoscope tarot reading for this time. All of my disclaimers will be down in the description box below per video that will be uploaded, so you guys won't have to hear me go on and on about any type of disclaimers that I have, and it's going to be updated in the description box. Also, I'll be sure that if I do make any announcements that I will also let you guys know down in below as well. Sometimes I'm now decided that I wanted to start doing most of my announcements in the collective readings. That way it is much easier for you guys, so I can talk to you guys as a whole instead of going over per video. So make sure you guys also do check out my collective readings, because I will go over some of the announcements. But what I mainly want to put out is just basically about my schedule. I made some changes about the schedule, so be sure you guys stay tuned in. Otherwise, small little announcements that I did wanted to make for you guys is I did got a microphone, so hopefully the sound quality is a little bit tad bit better. Also, I don't know if you guys remember me talking about how I did order a tarot deck not too long ago. Well, technically it is, but like in December. It was supposed to come on January, but I did tell you guys it was gonna come, that it was delayed, and that it was gonna come on February. It actually came in the last week of January, so literally just like almost the last couple of days it came in. Here it is. If you guys haven't recognized what this is the Kipper deck, and this is the box that it comes in. So this is a German tarot deck. Just so you guys know, this gets really specific, so I will not recommend these to those of you guys that don't. If you get like specific stories, if you guys do, I would recommend you guys get these. Another one that I got is these. This is called the Creativity Oracle deck. A couple created this deck actually. So the wife was a painter, and she's the one that did the designing for these tarot decks, and then her husband was the one that actually did all the wording for the Oracle deck. And this is the box that it comes in, with a little booklet on how to use their Oracle cards. So if you guys are interested, you guys should check it out. I honestly recommend this to you guys. I will not be doing the forecast, at least for right now. Maybe in the far distant future, I am planning on probably bringing the forecast back, but not now because it's very time consuming. I will not be using the affirmators. I still have them here, but I'm not going to use it for this round of tarot readings. Maybe in the next round I'll use them, but not for this one, because I want to save you guys some time and get straight on to and try out the new ones and use the new decks that I have for you guys, and hopefully you guys will like them. So anyways, on to the reading. I'm going to be doing your guys' Kipper spread. It's going to be a regular 9-card layered Kipper spread, just the traditional Kipper spread. So how it's going to go is I'm going to go into your guys' past, present, and future. We're going to going across from the spread. We're going to go into your guys' state of mind, your guys' surrounded energy or environment, and also your guys' contributing factors. Now, be aware though, just that the Kippers are very specific and also very gender specific. So if you guys know that, so basically one portion of the reading will resonate, 2 of them will resonate, maybe even the whole entire reading will not resonate. If that's the case, I would suggest you guys just stick around for the Gilded Tarot portion, or you guys can check out your guys' sun, moon, and rising, alright? But anyways, let's get on to your guys' reading. What do we have for Geminis in the past? The reason why I'm choosing the Kippers is because I love specific stories. I personally tried them out and I loved it, and especially how it resonated. I really liked the way how the layout was and everything like that. So expect me to be using the Kippers more often. If you guys don't like them, well, too bad. I'm going to be using them for most of my videos, so get used to it. Anyways, so some of the cards that popped out is Judication and Poverty. We're going to get a little bit more in depth about it, but first I just want to pull out the cards. If there is something that I feel like needs to be clarified, I will clarify them with the regular Gilded Tarot deck. But overall, I'll try to use my intuition for most of it. Some of them I had to use a couple more clarifications. Some of them I haven't had to use them at all. It's just whatever feels like coming out, you know? Also got official person that came out as well. While I'm getting into your guys' present moment, immediately what is popping out to me is some of you guys might be feeling judgmental. I'm not necessarily getting that it is about a person. Technically, I don't see, especially even Geminis, to be very judgmental about other people or individuals. But I'm more so getting some of you guys might be judgmental about yourself. It could be you guys are judgmental about a person. If that is the case, you guys could be judging another person based on their income or their status in life. But I don't know. For somebody, it could resonate, but technically what I'm getting here is some of you guys are, the main story I'm basically getting is some of you guys are judgmental about your guys' status in life. Like, whenever it comes to your guys' money status or your guys' position. And the reason that being is because with adjudication, it's a symbolism of you guys being very judgmental or you guys having some sort of major concern about a particular thing, and it's really pointing out poverty in official person. For some of you guys, I'm primarily getting it's about your guys' yourself. So some of you guys might be very judgmental about your guys' income, your guys' status in life, your guys' position in life in general. Some of you guys I'm getting might be comparing yourself with the official person. It's really clarifying that some of you guys might be comparing yourselves to other people, saying like, oh, they got much more of a higher position than me, they got a high status than me, or they got a better they ended up getting a better position than me. How come I don't have it? For some of you guys, it could even be that where it's like, oh, maybe one of your guys' coworkers ended up getting a very high position or they got a promotion and you're over here like, how come I didn't get that promotion? How come I didn't get that raise? Why do they have a higher position and I'm still stuck here, down in the slums, right? And that's kind of what I'm getting here. But I'm getting that some of you guys, even though, yeah, you guys might be a little bit, I feel like that's a little bit of a problem during that time. Like, I mean, I understand it's in the past, but I feel like you guys being overly judgmental about yourself is kind of, let me see. Oh, it wants to say in reverse. I feel like you guys are kind of, how do I put this? I feel like because of your guys' judgment, the way how you guys are judging yourself and comparing yourself to other, I feel like that's another reason why it's also slowing down your guys' fortune and your guys' blessings when it comes to your guys' life. I feel like you should be careful with the way how you guys think, the way how you guys compare yourself, because the thing is, like, yes, I understand there are some people that might have it better than others, right? But the thing is, everybody's life is different, and that is something that I especially learned in life, where it's like, and you guys are not alone, because I myself also, even till this day, go through the same thing where I feel like I'm not good enough and that I should have been in a much more better position than I was before. Because the thing is, like, I'm really passionate about acting. I'm really passionate about, like, any type of theater. Or I am also been also very into movies. And I know a lot of, personal, like, not personal, but I know a lot of basic information about certain actors because I'm passionate about movies and acting. And when I saw that there was this one kid that was already getting into the film school, I felt really down about and really upset because, like, well, I mean, I'm much more passionate this guy. Like, I have so much fire within me that, I should be in his position instead of him being in taking over my position. But then I came to learn that everybody has a different path in life. Usually the people who end up being very successful are usually the ones that came down from rock bottom. And one of the best inspirational stories is like Dwayne Johnson. I don't know why, but his story really stood out to me when he talked about how when he first started out, he only had $7 in his pocket. And using that $7 to his advantage, look at where he is now. And it all started down from just $7 in his pocket. If you guys haven't heard about that story, I suggest you guys check it out because it is so inspirational. And even till this day, it's like something that still inspires me. It like really plants a seed in your head and really keeps you motivated and think differently about life. It's like everybody that I know that ended up being successful all started somewhere from rock bottom. Like, another person that really stood out to me, like, is Johnny Depp. I know this is gonna sound weird, but Johnny Depp actually happened to be one of my favorite actors, and I was really inspired by him because I loved his acting skills, and I loved the characters and the movies he played, especially Tim Burton's films. So when I got to hear his story, you want to know what's crazy? He didn't always start off being this movie actor. He literally started off in his younger days, like especially in his early 20s, like literally in his early 20s, actually just being a guy that sells pens. Just selling merchandise or pens for a living. That's literally what he did. And then somehow he ended up getting a friend, Nicolas Cage, aka Nicolas Cage, who was like, hey, you should try out this acting job, you know? That's when, you know, Nightmare on Elm Street came out, right? And he played the position as Glenn. So that was a very interesting, you know, story. And then look at where he is now. He is considered to be one of the most successful Hollywood actors of all time. So it's always those special people, you know, that end up climbing from the rock bottom all the way up, you know? So it's really interesting. Like, everybody, like, yeah, you might not have it easy like the other person, but your story makes it much more truly motivating and inspiring. And with your story, you can help inspire other people, especially when you get older, and to help those younger people to stay motivated and not just, you know, give up on life and give up on their dreams. I don't know why I went like all the way into that, but it's just something that I felt like getting out, so some of you guys probably needed to hear that. Anyways, so now onto your guys' present. We also got marriage. So that popped out. So some sort of commitment or relationship is being brought up, or some sort of energy exchange with a particular person. We also got courthouse. And I did check to see if this was in reversed or upright, and it confirmed that it is in reverse, so it says unexpected income. In reverse. So to me, what's really pointing out is mainly those of you guys that are already in a committed relationship, like those of you guys that are considering on getting married, or those of you guys that are married. I feel like for some of you guys, this is gonna sound strange, but some of you guys that are already in a relationship with someone or planning to be in a commitment with a relationship, some of you guys that wanted to actually, like, you know, make your guys' relationship go public or put a stamp on it. And what I mean by put a stamp on it is like actually get a marriage certificate with this person. So that some of you guys, this can be the case. Like I said, these Kipper cards are very specific. It's not going to resonate with everyone. All right, so just take what does. But what I am personally seeing here is any type of relationship or any type of energy exchange, emotional exchange with the person that you're with. I'm seeing there being an actual, not just a commitment, but I'm seeing like potential of you guys actually like marking your guys' relationship. Like with the courthouse, it could symbolize with the courthouse that you guys are actually trying to get a marriage certificate. But another thing that is pointing out to me about the courthouse is that you guys are also trying to, another thing that's popping out is you guys making it public. So I don't know if you guys kept your guys' relationship or if it was just a fling between you guys, but I'm seeing that if that is the case, I'm actually seeing that in the present moment that they, or maybe a little bit in the future, that you guys are actually like marking it or making your guys' relationship go public and letting other people know about it. For some of you guys, with this unexpected income in reverse, for some of you guys might have expected this to, like, I'm getting that for some of you guys, this is getting way too specific. So for me, this is telling me that some of you guys expected there to be some sort of raise in income due to this marriage. Like, I don't know if you guys thought that, like, oh, maybe, okay, let's just say, for example, some of you guys assumed that, you know, you guys being a commitment with a relationship, or and you guys moving in with this person or something like that, that for some reason that you guys were gonna get some sort of more, you guys were gonna you guys were gonna get more money or something like that. I'm seeing that not to be the case. I would say be careful, those of you guys, like, I'm not gonna point it really out. I don't really want to point people out here, but I'm just gonna tell you what I'm getting, okay? For especially those of you guys that are gold diggers, if you guys are planning on being in a commitment with somebody just because of money, I'm not seeing any good luck with that. Because, appearances can be deceiving. I'm getting some of you guys that are wanting to be in a commitment relationship or get married with a person due to money. I'm seeing that being a failure because of unexpected income in reverse. So just so you know that if those of you guys that want to marry a person because of money, the person that I'm seeing you guys committed with, I'm getting that not being the case. Okay, just saying. With the unexpected income in reverse, I'm getting that this could be a good thing as well. So also for those of you guys that are also, I'm getting this primarily with people that are in a relationship with somebody. Although that could be for some of you guys, like, that's going to happen like literally in the near future as well. So for some of you guys, I'm also getting, like, those of you guys that are already with somebody, I'm getting that some of you guys might have expected there to be, like, I don't know, a raise in taxes or a raise in your guys' rent because you guys are, like, living together or something like that. But I'm seeing that to be the opposite case, that whatever, like, if you guys do end up getting, like, any sort of income that does come in your way, or any type of bills that you guys need to be paid, I see that you guys will be able to plan, like, especially, like, I'm also getting, like, especially with money matters, like, if you guys are concerned that, like, oh, that my partner is probably not going to care too much about the money or things like that, I'm not seeing that to be the case. So if there are any concerns when it comes to money, I'm seeing that you guys are going to be able to actually communicate and negotiate with one another on, like, who's going to pay which bill or how are they going to go and pay this bill off. And it's really funny because about, like, almost 90% of the reason why committed relationships or relationships in general, like especially marriages, fail is due to arguments when it comes to money. So, but I'm seeing that with your guys' relationship, I'm not seeing there to be too much problems when it comes to money, because I feel like with your guys' communication skills, because Geminis especially are very good when it comes to communicating with just in general. So I feel like because you guys are very communicative, and that you guys are going to communicate your guys' concerns, and like, Geminis are very good solution solver, like problem solvers too. So, like, you guys will find solutions on how to fix problems, like anything when it comes to money matters. And I feel like because you guys are taking that step, your partner's basically gonna, like, mimic the same way that you guys are doing as well. So I'm seeing that to be a very good thing for you guys as well. In the future, we do have, you got a lot of cards in reverse. Let me see if this is actually supposed to be in reverse. House is in reversed, okay. Mature man in reverse as well. Sudden wealth is upright though, okay. We got house in reversed. We got mature man in reversed. And we also got sudden wealth. To me, I'm getting that this is very specific. I mean, technically all of these stories are very specific, but this one also is, like, also, for some reason, like, even though I understand that Kippers are supposed to be specific, but for some reason your guys' readings has been, like, way too specific. Like, I can't really honestly see anybody resonating with this spread, to be honest. Like, that's how much I'm like, like, this is way too specific. But I'm getting, for some of you guys, those of you guys that have problems, like, I'm getting multiple stories here. So those of you guys that are having problems when it comes to a house due to, like, an older man, even though, yes, technically it does say mature man, it honestly could be anybody. It doesn't matter. I technically don't associate gender with any of these cards, but if you guys are wondering, it could be a man. But I mainly see them as more as like masculine and feminine energy. So anybody that has a very mature masculine energy, I'm getting that there might be some sort of like any issues whenever it comes to like a mature person, somebody older, and especially with the house. I'm seeing that because of that is the reason why you guys end up getting money. Now, I don't know if one story I'm getting is that you guys could be selling somebody else's house. Like, I'm especially getting that for those of you guys that are working in real estate. Some of you guys might find a house and you guys like sell that property or sell your guys over to a person, and I'm seeing that you guys actually getting sudden wealth. So this is like especially targeting for those of you guys that are planning on selling a house, like especially if it's like maybe your parents, your grandparents' house, or with a mature man, it could be like a very old house that you guys had for so long. I'm seeing that if you guys are planning on selling it, I'm seeing there to be a lot of great fortune when it comes to that, as is what I'm getting for you guys. Overall, I see that you guys are, whatever you guys are doing, I'm seeing you guys actually making a lot of money in whatever it is that you guys are doing. Primarily getting real estate, though it honestly could be anything, to be honest. Now, going across for your guys' state of mind, we got judication, marriage, and then house reversed. For some of you guys, I'm getting you guys are concerned or judging on whether you guys should even be in a committed relationship, or if you guys should even actually like put a stamp on it by marrying somebody or making your guys' relationship go public. Because some of you guys with the house, to me, this is a representation of not just your family, it could be your guys' house in general, but some of you guys are concerned about like whether if you guys are gonna be able to live together. Some of you guys are concerned because I'm getting that whoever this person that you guys are committed to, or you think you guys have a potential of being committed to, I feel like you guys see them to be a good match, but when it comes to like actually seeing this person, like actually you guys seeing each other like live together, or like you guys introducing their family, whichever one makes sense to you or resonate, I'm seeing you guys kind of like a little bit concerned or not really confident if that solution or that is gonna work. Some of you guys are concerned that some of you guys might end up getting kicked out. I don't know why that popped out, but some of you guys might be concerned about getting kicked out because of your guys' relationship. Some of you guys might also be worrying that, because I'm with this person, or because I'm going to be with this person, be in a commitment or live together, that, we're going to have problems when it comes to, that could be another reason why, like maybe some of you guys living together, you guys are afraid that, oh, we won't be able to like manage together because we might have like bad communication skills, or like one of us is not being fair enough, or that's the reason why you guys have this assumption that whenever it comes to you guys living, like the whole house, apartment, hotel, whatever is gonna fall apart. But with the present moment, I'm actually seeing things to be doing okay. I don't know, I feel like it's your guys' overreaction or you guys overthinking things. I feel like when it comes to this relationship that you guys are in, you guys have this assumption that for some reason it's gonna go all go to hell, or like all hell will break loose and like out of nowhere like things will start falling apart. But actually I see the opposite. I feel like if you guys actually communicate your guys' concerns and like find ways on how, like plan some sort of routines, and like let them know like, hey, 1 week I will be saving up money and I will be paying it off for the groceries. The next week you can go save up money and pay off for this specific mortgage or rent, right? I feel like what's mainly important is that as long as you guys communicate your guys' needs, your guys', what are some ways on how you guys can like live together financially stable, I feel like you guys will be doing great. But I feel like you should kind of back off when it comes to any type of overthinking or any worries about like, especially about a relationship and whether it's going to last a long time. I feel like you should be mainly focused on the present moment. Like now that it's good, now that it's stable, start working on that and don't worry too much about the future. Because I feel like because you guys overthinking and thinking too much about like what, especially especially negative things that hasn't even happened yet, I feel like you guys are also going to be attracting those negative things just by thinking about it. You know, your brain itself is considered to be an energy source, and it attracts whatever it is you guys are thinking about. So I would say be careful of any type of negative thoughts or things, especially things that haven't even happened yet, right? Just make sure that you guys are being, like, you know, upfront about your guys' concerns and problems. And I see that you guys, honestly, I don't see any problems about it. I just feel like it's just all in your head, to be honest. But just make sure you guys be upfront about it. So for your guys' environment, we have poverty, courthouse, and mature man. Let me see here. With the mature man in reverse, it's also my symbolism of actually somebody that is immature as well. Because if it's upright, it's mature. Reverse, it's actually immature. But for the first portion, I mainly got mature person. I don't know why, but for this portion, I'm mainly getting immature. For some of you guys, whenever the courthouse comes up, to me, it's my card of also, like, judgment. It's not necessarily like, oh, am I end up going to be in the courthouse the next couple of days over some sort of legal action? No, I don't really see that happening. Sometimes that could be the case, but primarily, you have to also kind of use your intuition. And that's why I'm really glad that I use the Gilded Tarot cards, because with the Gilded Tarot cards, it gives me, like, the basic meaning. And with using Kippers, you can kind of make a comparison and use the Gilded Tarot cards as a guide to the Kipper cards, because their energies could be similar. I wouldn't recommend the Kipper cards to those of you guys that are inexperienced, because it's not going to make sense, because then afterwards it's going to be too specific. Because if a regular person saw that, they would be like, oh, I'm gonna end up being broke or whatever due to some sort of government or something like that. Like, from a literal sense, that's what it seems like. But when it comes to your guys' intuition, and if you attach these cards to also the Gilded Tarot, it makes a lot more sense. Because in my head, the way the court card or courthouse is coming up, it's like my sense of judgment or any type of karma, especially about the universe, because the courthouse is considered to be like higher power or authority, and to me that's basically like the universe. So some of you guys feel like you got some sort of, I would say, be careful of anybody that is basically like putting you down because of their negative energy. Because with the mature man in reverse, it's telling me that some of you guys might end up having people around you that are very childish, and I feel like they can be a little bit greedy or things like that, or be jealous a little bit about you, even though like it's as their way, because it's their way of, you know, kind of putting you down. Does that make sense? Like, how do I put this? For some of you guys, they might actually be poor themselves, like not exactly poor, like, oh, they don't have money, but I feel like because their life is not stable is a reason why they feel like they should put others down. If that makes sense? Like, for example, like one very good example I can think about is, you know, going into high school, right? You have that one kid that bullies another kid, saying like, oh, you're ugly, you're terrible, you know, you don't look nice or anything like that. When in reality, usually it's because they themselves feel that way. And that's basically what I'm getting here. So I would say be careful of any type of people that bring that kind of negative energy, because and I feel like that is the reason why you guys are feeling bad too, because of these negative people. It doesn't even have to be a stranger. For you guys, it could be as simple as, you know, you guys are dealing with a person that is a stranger, right? That happens to have that negative energy. I feel like that has some sort of impact when it comes to you guys. On to your guys' contributing factors, we got official person, unexpected income in reverse, and sudden wealth. Some of you guys are expecting some sort of promotion or raise, and because of that, you guys are expecting some sort of wealth as well. For some of you guys might also be a little bit concerned about like, why am I not getting this promotion, this raise, or even this money or finances. I feel like those of you guys, I'm seeing you guys gonna be upfront with them and be like, hey, like I need my paycheck, or hey, I want to get this promotion or this raise, and I feel like you guys are going to have sudden wealth. Also, those of you guys that are thinking about getting into a higher position or getting that particular position you want, this is only for some of you guys that already think about it, you know, and consider this to be confirmation for you guys to take it, because I'm seeing immense wealth due to it. So that was your guys' Kipper cards. We're now going to go on straight to your guys' Gilded Tarot, alright? Alright, I'm just going to quickly go through this. We're going to get your guys' overall energy. What is the overall energy for Geminis? This is just going to go really quickly, no clarifications, alright? So, overall energy for you guys, the lovers, this could be a symbolism of you guys actually finding that one or that particular person that you guys are meant to be with. We did pull a lot of love. We did pull out a lot of commitment cards. So, for those of you guys that have a person in mind, or, you know, you guys feel like that there's a commitment coming, you guys are right. There is a commitment that is going to be, or somebody's going to, you know, confess their love. We are at that time, well, at least the time I posted this video, we are at that time where it's more of a declaration of love kind of month. So expect some sort of love offer or expression of emotions during this time. For some of you guys with the lovers, to me, it's also kind of like the representation of the Two of Cups, where you guys feel much more in tuned or united. Technically, that is a symbolism in the actual meaning of the Two of Cups, but for some reason, the Two of Cups came into my head, so some of you guys might also be feeling very much aligned with your head and your heart at this time as well, too. Or just like your higher self and within yourself as well. Or you guys are going to start to be. Your guys' finances. How's your guys' finances? For those of you guys that are also single and looking for a particular person, I'm seeing your guys' particular person to be coming in during this time too. Or you guys actually might meet the one. It says Four of Pentacles. I'm seeing you guys to mainly be focusing on saving your guys' money, which is not bad as well. Some of you guys might actually be thinking about working in a bank or something like that, or something something that involves any type of finances or investments or things like that. So I'm seeing you guys also considering about that as well. For those of you guys that are not saving, I'm seeing you guys actually more focused on saving your guys' money during this time. Your guys' mental state. Seven of Wands. Some of you guys might be a little bit guarded. Your guys' communication might be dull. We did talk about how you guys need to like be upfront and straightforward when it comes to your guys' communication. So I'd say like don't be too much guarded. Like I said, try to be upfront, especially about your guys' concerns and needs, especially to your partner, your family, or whatever, right? Home and family. High Priestess in reverse. Your guys' intuition might be blocked when it comes to your guys' home and family. We did kind of went a little bit over that with the Kipper deck, how you guys were kind of not really following your guys' intuition or following, you know, your guys' inner self when it comes to actually being more expressive and communicative, especially to your close ones. I would say try to be a little bit more open. Try to follow your guys' guidance and your intuition during this time. Some of you guys feel like that you guys haven't been, you know, yourselves lately as well. I would say if you guys are stressed out or things like that, or burnt out or whatever, try to take some time to I would say take frequent breaks and rest. I would also be focusing more on your hobbies to, you know, get you more inspired and get that creativity out as well during this time. Speaking of creativity, let's go on to your guys' creativity. Three of Swords in reverse. I'm seeing you guys getting out of some sort of heartbreak. Now, it doesn't have to be like, oh yeah, a relationship or whatever. No, I'm seeing you guys actually, some of you guys might have been upset because you haven't been able to work on your guys' hobbies, like whatever the things, it could also be anything that you guys like to do. I'm seeing you guys actually getting out of this energy and probably actually realizing that you guys need to find some time to actually work on the things you love to do, or like, especially if it could even be as simple as like, maybe you guys haven't been able to spend time with your family or friends, right? I'm seeing you guys actually coming to the realization that you need to do so, and you guys are actually considering on doing something or finding something new to do during this time. Alright, your guys' physical health. Five of Pentacles. I would say be careful of you guys isolating yourself. I feel like you guys will be prone to loneliness, and you guys being dissociated from the world is gonna also get a lot of people concerned and worried about you, especially the ones that are close to you. So I would say try to be a little bit more communicative, try to be open. Of course, you guys don't have to. It's your free will. I would also say don't be too lazy either. Make sure you guys are also working. Some of you guys might be feeling a little bit grubby or lazy during this time as well. Like whenever it comes to your guys' workouts or health, or focusing on your guys' health as well. Love and romance, 4 wands. So I'm seeing, wow, you put a lot of good relationship cards. So any type of relationship I'm seeing, very good, especially with the 4 wands. Talks about family, marriage, relationship, or a committed relationship. Either it also could be a symbolism of you guys getting a house together. I'm seeing that to be a possibility too as well for you guys. Good things to come. Any upcoming good stuff for Geminis? 8 of Cups. I'm seeing you guys moving away from anything that didn't emotionally fulfill you. Even though, yes, you guys are gonna probably, leave a lot of things that you guys did build upon. But I feel like, you guys feel like it's necessary for you guys to move on and try something new. Even though, yes, you will start over, I'm seeing much more better success upcoming in the future with whatever this thing that you guys are starting new. You guys might face some sort of challenges and roadblocks ahead, but it's not really anything you can't handle, to be honest. How does your community see you? We got the Hierophant in reverse. Another zodiac sign had this. Once again, don't know who, but I don't really have the time either to think of who either. But with the Hierophant reverse, I'm seeing you guys breaking. So people are starting to see that any type of routines that you have, or any type of belief systems, anything that you have usually been doing, I'm seeing you guys breaking any type of like old cycles, old routines. People are seeing that you guys are changing yourself. I don't know whether it's your guys' belief system, or you guys changing anything around your house, changing the way how you look or things like that. But either way, the Hierophant in reverse is a symbolism of, you making some sort of changes, you seeing things from a different perspective. So I'm seeing that, people are seeing that you guys are starting to change. Maybe you guys are starting to be more distant from them. That's also another thing to think about. So if that's the case, I would say try to don't go around ignoring people and thinking and make everybody think that you hate them, alright? Alright. Any challenges you guys might have? Judgment. I would say any challenges that you guys might face during this time is actually going through the cycles or going through the challenges itself that the universe has for you. Some of you guys might be scared to take on these challenges. Some of you guys might even completely ignore it because you are scared, or you guys don't feel like taking on these challenges. But the universe is telling you that even though, yes, you guys might feel like giving up of any type of roadblocks or challenges that are coming up ahead, or especially any type of messages or signs that the universe has been giving you, I would say this is confirmation for you guys to pay attention to those signs, because they are there for a reason, and it's letting you know that, they're there to kind of like help you, guide you to the right path, or, give you a better outcome than you guys are currently in. So I'd say focus and pay attention to these things. For some of you guys, it's also a symbolism of you guys needed to it's kind of like the universe saying like, hey, pay attention to me, don't ignore me, I'm right here, I'm trying to help you, and things like that. So Scorpio basically kind of got the same thing, where it's like, you needed to focus on your guys' intuition. You guys needed to not ignore it, and actually listen to your guys' intuition. So that's what I have for your guys' Gilded Tarot. We're going to close this reading off with your guys' oracle message. What are some oracle message for Geminis? Okay, we got originality. So it says here, feel lighthearted and free while trusting that your unique way of doing things is the right way. And then we also have worry. And it says here, worry is an attachment to a particular outcome and the fear that it will not come to pass. We did talk about earlier, especially in your guys' Kipper cards, that you were overthinking things and weren't too much things, especially unnecessary things. And this is just basically confirmation letting you guys know, you guys need to let those anxieties or worries go. All right? So that's what I have for you, Geminis. If you guys like this, I hope you guys like this reading. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do check out your guys' sun, moon, and rising, as well as Venus, the 3D material aspects of the world. If you guys are interested and haven't done so, I would suggest you guys also check out the pick a card reading, which will be linked at the end of the video, to give overall, idea of what's going to be happening for you guys throughout the rest of the year. Major big changes happening throughout the rest of the year. So if you guys are interested, I would say check that out. But otherwise, thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. All right, take care.